So now that you have all your shapes in of the organization of your content, you're going to start working with the text tools. I am going to go over these in detail, but if you've already watched that video, awesome. This is technically step number 3, but it's around 3 or 4, okay? The biggest thing I want to talk about is the text tool. Remember, you have to click down, okay? And then you can click this little arrow and it expands, okay? So now if you're using the area type tool, watch as I click, okay? The color goes away. Okay, so what I suggest that you do, okay, I'm going to edit undo. On this second layer, okay, I'm going to come over here to my little lines and I'm going to say duplicate layer 2. Okay, so I have an exact copy right on top. So if you'll notice, if I come over here and I move this area down because I'm on layer 2 copy, I have the exact same items on top. So I'm going to edit undo, Control Z, and I'm actually going to lock layer 2. So now I'm layer 3. So now is when you start adding in your text. Okay, so I copied my layer where my organization should be, and now I'm going to start working with the text tool. Okay, make sure you watch the text tool video as well in case you don't know what you're working with, but I'm just going to go right ahead and do this. So I'm going to use my text tool here, okay, and if you want to use the type it with a area type tool, that's fine. I actually don't want to, so what I'm going to do is make a new layer and actually just lock that other one. So what I'm going to do for my headings, I'm going to click and drag to make a text box. Okay, so we'll click drag, and it's very small. So I'm going to do, this is my heading. I'm going to double click on all of it and I'm going to make it like 120 points. There we go. Okay, so a couple things you can do up here is you have your character settings. What that does is here's your font. Right here is your tracking. Tracking is the area between the selected characters, so it's at 0. You can make it larger. Okay, you can also make your letters taller, not necessarily point-wise tall, but percentage. You can stretch them out, and you can also make them fatter if you wanted to. Okay, here is also where you decide, well, I want all caps or small caps. You have superscripts and subscripts, as well as underline and then strike through. Okay. You can't technically bold something unless your actual font allows for that. So this is regular, so I can't bold this. I would have to go to, let's say, Arial, and then I could select bold. Okay, so let's say I select that. Awesome. I'm actually then going to take the points down a little bit. Okay, and you'll notice that I have this hyphenation right here. Okay, I can actually just come over here with my selection tool and pull this out. There we go. Okay, the other thing I can do is within this text box, I can paragraph-wise decide where I want to align it. So I'm going to click to the center, as well as if you see area type, okay, I'm going to put it to the center of this box, and then I'm just going to move it over. And then I can adjust that anywhere I need. If I want to change the color, I simply come down here and change my color. Okay, so once I have that heading, I'm going to come back to my text tool and I'm going to click and drag here because I want a heading right here. So small heading, and you'll notice that you can't really see anything in there because it's too big. It's 103 points. So I'm just going to click this down to 20. There we go, small heading. Okay, area type. Oops. I want it to be in the center. Now the cool thing about this is I can adjust the size, let's say one a little bit bigger, but now on its own I can move it around. Okay, so I can put it right here, and then I can come here and take my text tool, click and drag out a new text box, and now I have, this is where all of my information could go. Quick note, you see that this is hyphenated. If you select this and go to paragraph, unselect this hyphenate, and you should be good to go.